interesting. So now these are the two 5-minute Joe Ray pieces. It went to significance pretty quick, and then sort of hovered around it for a while, and actually even a little bit higher, and then declined again. So somewhere around a minute to 3 or 4 minutes, it was significantly deviating. So the way to interpret what that means is that the random generator is designed so that it operates within a band of randomness. You know, it only lives within a certain degree of order, and it's designed to actually produce maximum disorder. So when something like Joe Ray or a meditation or some coherent mental event is occurring, whether it's being directed at the device or not, our idea is that the mind-matter interaction interaction is not quite the right word, but we're assuming that there's something like a relationship between mind and matter. So if the mind part of that relationship becomes very coherent, then the matter side of it might become coherent as well. And so the way we would see that is that the degree of randomness in the device becomes less random. And so we'd see that by this graph as deviation away from randomness. Randomness would be hovering around 0. And the higher we go on this graph, the more and more coherence the generator is experiencing, or maybe experiencing is not quite the right word either, but the more coherence that the generator is exhibiting, as reflected by what we see here. So this is pretty good, because only 2 5-minute periods of Joe Ray were already showing almost 3 minutes. 3 minutes of the 5-minute sessions together were significant. So that's pretty promising. So this is a pretty classic pilot test where we don't really have anything planned beforehand other than 5 minutes of Joe Ray to see what happens. To follow up something like this, I would do many more pilot studies like this to see if the same kind of effect persists. And then we would plan a formal study where, you know, we might have 50 5-minute periods over a period of time with different Joe Ray practitioners, or maybe with multiple practitioners at once, and see if the same thing persists. Because if you can get that in 2 sessions, and it's a consistent effect, it wouldn't take very many additional sessions to basically prove that there is something really interesting going on.